All right, so I'm going to do another quick little Facebook video because I like these. These are fun. These are quick. These are easy. I want to talk about Ted Cruz for a minute. You guys know I like Ted Cruz. All right, that's my go-to choice right now. I was a Rand Paul guy, but Rand Paul's not in the race anymore because, I'm a libertarian. He's a libertarian. But my second choice is Ted Cruz. He's the one that's in the race, so that's who I'm going for. So I want to talk a little bit about Ted Cruz and just give you guys my opinion on it, just so you know. People are talking about how Ted Cruz is corrupt. He's this corrupt individual who's got ties to Goldman Sachs because of his wife and all this stuff, and he took out a loan. Okay, let's understand something here real quick. Okay, he took out a loan and leveraged it against his own assets and then paid that loan back with his own money. Then you got Trump, on the other hand, who takes loans out in the names of the businesses he buys and then lets those businesses go bankrupt so that he doesn't have to pay the loan back. So if you want to talk about corruption, you want to talk about this kind of stuff, the scale is very unbalanced in favor of Ted Cruz, okay? Now, maybe he is corrupt. I have no idea. Nobody but Ted Cruz and the people who he's in bed with would know if he is or isn't corrupt. What I can tell you is this. You enjoy your gun rights right now because of Ted Cruz, because he went before the Supreme Court in the case of Washington versus Heller, and he fought for our Second Amendment rights. He is the only individual across the board out of anybody who is left on the ticket as far as running for president, I don't care if it's Republican or Democrat, that has stood up and fought for the Constitution. Donald Trump never has. Marco Rubio never has. Kasich never has. Certainly Hillary and Bernie Sanders never has. Ted Cruz has actually gone up and fought for your gun rights in front of the Supreme Court. He's gone up and fought for your constitutional rights several times and won in front of the Supreme Court. I can tell you, as somebody that lives in Texas, my life is better because Ted Cruz was Solicitor General here in Texas, and because he's a senator here in Texas. I can tell you that this is a guy that went up and fought the wrongful deportation of a criminal here that George Bush Jr., George W. Bush, when he was president, was fighting for. This is a guy that went up against his own party, his former boss, George W. Bush, as president of the United States, to fight for what was right for somebody in the state of Texas. This is a guy that's put his balls on the line for the Constitution and for the people. So you can say he's corrupt, and maybe he fucking is, but he's still the only motherfucker that has fought for your gun rights, for our constitutional rights, period, hands down.